Live from the Spero Clinic, Asia, for your graduation today, and I'm going to let you tell your story.
My name is Asia Rivera. I'm 14 years old, and I've had CRPS for 5.5 years. We think is what triggered my CRPS was I had something called tethered cord, and as I grew, my spine continued to curve until I got to a 26-degree angle. And so I was in a lot of pain very frequently, mainly in my back. And then I tore the entire back half of my meniscus in the 3rd grade, which was an interesting experience for sure, going to school like that. I had one kid that decided the brakes on the back of the wheelchair were meant to stand on, flipped the entire chair over. That was interesting. Then the first day I was out of my knee brace, I was tackled by another kid and I retore it. So I started my first year at a new school in 4th grade in a wheelchair, and I was soon diagnosed with amplified musculoskeletal pain syndrome, which was not the correct diagnosis, and I went to a pain program for that. The pain program was rather traumatizing, to be honest. It was lots of desensitization therapy and mainly just cardio workouts. And so I spent most of my days after school working out in 4th grade. And that was really, really hard for me. It was really, and then my mom had to do the desens therapy on me. She had to run a roller up and down the sides of my arms. And I would be screaming and crying. And we thanked people, we were always commenting on the fact that we were glad that nobody lived too close to us, otherwise CPS might have been called. My skin began to get discolored when I stood too long, when I got cold, and I was just all around very miserable with everything. I was 10 years old, and then I was diagnosed with tethered cord, and I had surgery. That surgeon quit a couple days after that, but I still do have a duck named after her, Dr. Monica Levy. It went well. I recovered from that easily, but the pain never really went away. And we were so confused because we were told that that was going to fix everything. The one good thing about that was I did grow 7 inches in a year after that. I'm very proud of that up to this date. I honestly can't read anything that I've written here. Yeah, I remember the jokes that I had a bionic leg when I was in a full knee brace when I tore my meniscus, and I never really did learn how to walk properly after that because I was instructed to learn how to walk with that. And I was pretty small, I was 10 years old, and it was heavy. So that did not work out at all. Okay, and so the pain continued to spiral downhill, and so did my mental state. I was very depressed and very suicidal. I didn't want to keep living. I remember I broke down one day when I was doing a pain program, and I told my mom that I wanted to go to sleep and I never wanted to wake up again. I'm very thankful for the fact that both my parents were very supportive to me during this process, and they never gave up on me. My mom always believed me, and she always tried to sympathize with me, even though she couldn't completely relate to what I was going through. My dad always pushed me really hard, and my grandparents sacrificed a lot to come out here with me. It was super hard because everybody always told me I was so mature, but I would have traded that for anything. I wish I was just as immature as everybody else my age, and I wish a lot of things, but yeah, I'm very thankful to all of the staff here who tried so hard to help me, even though I didn't want help all the time. I'm thankful to all the friends that I've made here and all the friends that I have back home. They didn't understand what I had at all, but they really, really did try their hardest, and I can appreciate that because I know it's hard to sympathize with something that you've never experienced. I'm thankful to Misa, my NMR therapist, who We fought a lot, and I was a bit of a jerk at times, frequently. I didn't really want help, and I made that pretty clear, but she kept going. She was committed. It was kind of annoying sometimes, but she was. I'm thankful for all the friends I've made here. Salem, Kaylee, Violet, Phoebe, Schaefer, Katie, Sierra, Eric, Brendan, Ben, and everyone else at the clinic. Thank you so much, Dr. K, for making this possible, and thank you for making it to where I know that I'm going to be able to get back to doing everything I love again. I can't wait to get back to fencing, and my coaches have been so supportive of me this entire time. They didn't understand either, but they really did try. I'm so excited to get back to that and continue on living life as I should have been this whole time. One second. Now I really can't see anything. My contacts, and I'm partially crying. Okay, this is no use. Thank you to my school that accommodated me despite everything. They always tried so hard to understand and so hard to make my life easier, and I really appreciate that. I can't wait to get back there. I'm so happy I had the opportunity to go to outdoor school. I think that made a huge difference, even if it did make me a billion times more homesick than I already was. But I'm going to be going home, and I'm going to be getting back to school next week, and I'm very excited. I'm very grateful for this experience. Thank you so much.
I'm super proud of Asia because she did not want to come in most days because NMR is hard, but she knew that's what it would take to get better. Mm-hmm. And so even though we fought a lot like sisters, she still showed up and did it. Yeah. And I think there was only a few times where we got into a real bickering match, but
yeah, just a few times.
What's your pain at now?
It's at like a 1 right now. I'm not quite in remission yet, but I'm definitely on the road to being
going home with the tools. You need to get better, right?
I have all of the tools to continue on this journey, and I'm very thankful for that.
Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.